It's just when I get into the game, it's just I don't have that same hunger for frag as it feels like when if I notice that my teammate needs an orb point more than me, or like I'm an Astra, I'm not really gonna be trying to hunt these ecos.
Boaster, welcome on in, brother. Tougher days today. I find a game that we many were very excited for. A lot of back and forth, some unlucky rounds. Just take me through it.
Yeah, I think the bind was it was especially sad today. It was looking actually all right on defense. We threw like I don't know. I got spammed for a smoke twice, but the other rounds were like just awkwardness on the A site post plant, and even before planting, like we should have got Kron off, and like Kron uncharacteristically unable to get the kill in the lamps that round and stuff. Like it's just little things like that. Like unfortunately, this game it doesn't matter how good your macro is. Not saying ours is amazing, but you also need to be able to shoot. And today we weren't shooting, but Alfia was shooting on that bind, but the rest of us were trying to keep up there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Alpha's always good for his, right? So which is like lovely to see. That guy's just a phenomenal player. But like you're saying, a lot of uncharacteristics, just kind of off kilter rounds that landed you in a position. I went to OT and then just things weren't able to close out, right? And Ascent, I find, is a question that a lot of people have on our minds. Could you just give me like a high level overview from that? So you considering you was fresh out the game, so I know there's still a lot to take in overall.
Yeah, I think Ascent, there were so many rounds that we fumbled on A post plants quite a lot with positioning and like taking map control, and we looked a little bit like bots. I'm not gonna lie. But then on some of the other rounds as well, they were getting a lot of value in B main with their jet, like just swinging us and stuff. So like us going 1-for-1 or them just getting full map control. Like the jet was playing very proactive, and it was difficult to deal with a little bit. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure. The game went by so fast that we were unable to fully think about what it was. But they had a good game plan, and it beat us. But it's better to happen now than like when it really matters. Like for instance, in champs, if we make it and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. I felt like this was one of those things where like just kind of getting out your system type thing, right? Where just things just you guys aren't performing to what I find is your level of play, right? Where if you look over the past couple of weeks, I find both Alpha and Kayak have been talking about, in terms of your form and how FNATIC looks right now as a team. Alpha specifically was very confident and proud of just how well you guys have been, right? And I think you have every right to be. I'd say considering your road overall to get here too. Now, I imagine you categorize this day as, like you mentioned, an unlucky and uncharacteristic one. But looking in the past couple of weeks, though, would you say yourself that, you and the team have looked, as good, not necessarily as you can be, but as good as you can be in the season so far?
Yeah, I think it was we obviously lost Split, which was like a very consistent map for us, and we had to quickly get used to learning Corrode, but then also learning Bind. We came straight from Toronto, had to play the EWC with the same map system. So then when we got back, I think we only got like 3 days, and in those 3 days we focused on bind. So every week has been like we had to spend at least the half the day learning the corrode to get that ready for potentially champs as well. So I think what happens is a lot of the other maps kind of get not necessarily forgotten, but things get forgotten. It might get a little bit stale at times. People obviously have a decent understanding of what we like to do. And generally, sometimes it's just like whether you shoot or don't shoot. But I think we've been playing fairly well, like all things considered. Like we've been getting the win, whether it's squeaky or not. And we've been getting tested, which is the most ideal thing. But I think we're not meant to be stomping. We're in our region. We're not like, yes, we were first seed coming out of Toronto, but we're not meant to be stomping these teams. Like we shouldn't be owning liquid. We shouldn't be owning like the koi and stuff. It should be a good game because that's what it's intended. So yeah, I think generally they've been good games and good learning things and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I remember I was saying this to Austin about 2 weeks ago too. I was like, this is like I've seen at a pretty ready pace that the level of EMEA as a whole has risen quite a bit across the board for every single team. Now, he did also mention that naturally, you guys are at a pretty decent debuff considering how much tape every single team has on you guys, right? So it's like it's tough when they've all watched you play for the past 2 months essentially on every single map possible. So it can be tough to kind of re-innovate and reinvigorate, like, trying to get past them. But yeah, I would definitely say that as a whole, the region has definitely gotten a lot better. And on that note too, is that the same question I posed to him, I wanted to pose to you, was that do you find that as of right now, looking at other regions, right, considering how well EMA is doing, would you consider like, like other regions, like regions like NA, perhaps have also perhaps decreased as well in terms of level of play, or has the skill just gotten wider in terms of the top end and the bottom end?
It's hard to say because when we were in Toronto and we were scrimming these NA teams, it didn't feel that amazing. But then again, it's the same in EMEA. Like when you scrim teams as well, it doesn't feel that amazing. So I think like the level is just where the level is at.
Okay.
I don't think there's any like standout teams. Well, there are standout teams in each region, but I think everyone's kind of close. It just depends on who shows up on the day and who has slightly better strategy and team structure, who can survive the longest when it comes to like burnout and like tiredness, repetitiveness, and repetition. Like I think there's so many factors into being a pro that isn't just like who can shoot the best. Like if you want to sustain your consistency, then that's the hardest thing. And like the way I see it is that yes, we lost to Liquid, but losses are needed to kind of level yourself, ground yourself, get back to the server, have a look what actually went wrong. Because if it's happening in an official, then there's something interesting going on there. And also I think it was kind of a low stakes game. Like I think when the stakes are a bit more higher, people make more mistakes. They do stuff. They play more scared. Whereas I felt like today Liquid were taking a lot more risks and swinging a lot more stuff, which in my opinion is very similar to scrims, where in scrims we're very close to all these teams.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. So because Liquid just deciding that they might as well just play with their balls out essentially wherever they can, which fair enough, makes sense.
Yeah, it didn't feel like there was a lot of set. I remember last time I was playing and we were screaming at them and stuff. Today it was a bit more like chill, and I think it's maybe the same from there. But I couldn't see obviously.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't necessarily see any of them standing up. Naturally, player cans, people say things here and there, but that's just a natural part of competition. On that same note, though, a question from Vanessa that he had was that, do you feel like in terms of the progression of your own play, right? Do you find that you'll be able to keep up with the level of a competition in terms of actual mechanical skill against other regions as the years go on?
It's interesting because like I feel like at a level mechanically when I played like deathmatch with the boys, I'm like very good and like I can shoot very well. It's just when I get into the game, it's just I don't have that same hunger for frag as it feels like when if I notice that my teammate needs an all point more than me, or like I'm an Astra, I'm not really going to be trying to hunt these ecos. Like there was a round on Bind today where I was holding the flank against the Brimstone and Viper, and I missed the Brimstone because he did like a little short peek, but I ended up just running away because Alfia was closer to ult points. And I think that's just the difference, is that I don't get the easy kills. Mainly all my kills and deaths are like thrown into the deep end. I mean, there are some kills I can get that are quite easy, which I need to get, and that's what I really want to focus on, is making sure I do the bare minimum. Today I got caught off quite a lot on the defense, which was uncharacteristic, but Liquid played a pretty good game, I think, on that one. Other than that, no, I don't think so. I think I'm like, if I'm still I'm able to qualify to events with the team that I have. We're able to do quite well at these events as well, 2 second places. Until I feel like I can't even do that consistently, then that's when I'll maybe consider that I'm dushed. But right now I don't really feel like I'm dushed. I'm not doing the same as my boys. My boys are there to kill. I'm there to like get them killing. And then if I have to kill, then I have to get those kills, but it's rare.
Hey, I mean,
that's my excuse anyway.
Yeah, it works out well. It's fine. I mean, you done your thing low. I still remember like the 1v2 on Ascent. Sorry, not Ascent, Fracture, right? So I remember that. That was nice. Yeah. So it's just when you have the opportunity, when you're calm about it, I know you can. So it's all good. On a lighter note, mate, how'd you get your Reddit account banned? What'd you do, bro? What'd you click on, man?
Oh, nothing. I think I just needed. So I got an email. I checked the message thing. I just needed to re-verify it or something.
Oh, okay, got
I'm
it.
not
Okay.
really sure. But I thought it was because I tried to do the post and it didn't post. I thought, wait, did I get banned for writing that? And then I checked my messaging post. It said something about verifying it or whatnot.
Okay, all right, cool. And final thing is, do you find you're a performative man, Boaster? Like, do you have a labubu? Do you drink your matcha chocolate? Do you have a tote bag that you go around every family?
Am I a what man?
Are you a performative man? You think?
A performative man. If that's what it is, then I don't think so. I'm pretty zesty man though. But other than that, no, I don't have any of them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not performative at all. That's so sad. No.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's surprising. You know, one might say it's overall the word of the day. It's uncharacteristic. I'd say.
Yes. Like today's game, uncharacteristic. There's no
Uncharacteristic.
way Liquid should be beating us, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Absolutely not at all, bro. But I mean, besides that, though, I mean, hopefully you manage to get some Dubai chocolate at least, right? You know, make sure that at least you can get your +1 point in being a plus more
Yeah.
better man. Yeah, just something just to help
Yeah, I'll
your day,
get
buddy.
something.
Yeah.
A labubu.
Yeah,
I
Labubu,
know.
yeah.
I know. Yeah, maybe Crashes can buy me one. Treat me.
Yeah.
Treat me to a
Your good luck
labubu.
charm wore out too of the picture, which sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that one it lost now, so I don't know if I can bring it again.
Nah,
Where
guess
is it?
not.
It's in my pocket.
Ah, love that.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Cute
can
little
bring
picture,
this
by the
bad
way.
boy again.
Yeah. Aw, love that pic.
Yeah,
But with that, though,
it's going in the trash.
that's my time, there, brother. I have to let you go. I appreciate your time as always, man. GG's,
Thank
bro.
you very.
All right, and
All the
congrats,
best. Good luck. Good luck to FNS.
y'all. Yeah. Good luck to you,
Mechanical
too.
God.
All right. Much love, brother. Take care. Peace.